Hey guys, what's going on today? BOJoeKO here, and welcome to my brand new Hockey Ultimate Team series entitled HUT Payday. That is right. So I decided to switch things up a little bit, just because I wasn't having that much fun with the HUT Pipsqueaks. I mean, it was a cool idea and all, but there really wasn't much to do after you got all the really good players that you wanted to get on your team. So, and plus I wanted a little bit more of a challenge, so I decided to do this cool new idea, pitch it to you guys, see what you guys think. This is going to be the first episode of Hockey Ultimate Team Payday, and as you guys can see, we got the puck total up over 1 million pucks. We got a new logo. We got our snazzy Dollar Millionaires jerseys for everything tricked out for the Hockey Ultimate Team Payday. So this episode I'm going to be showing you guys. We're going to get started with it, but it's going to take a while to explain all the rules to you guys, everything I have set up, but without further ado, let's jump right into the team and see what we're going to be doing here. So, the idea of Hockey Ultimate Team Payday is pretty much we're going to be working to get as much money, or spend as much money as possible per game in order to improve the quality of our team. So, as you guys can see, we have a full team right now set up of CHL players from like the Dub, the OHL, a couple of Swedish guys like right there, a couple silver guys just because I'm a lazy ass and didn't feel like buying any other bronze players, so I'm just going to stick it out with these two guys. But we need two top guys running the company. This isn't really a team, this is a company because we're going HUT Payday. HUT Payday, this is running it like a business. So, like I said, we're going to be starting with a full team full of CHL players and work our way towards NHL players. Now, the whole entire idea of Hockey Ultimate Team Payday is as such. For every goal that I am going to be able to score in a game, that's going to correspond to how much money the payday I'm going to get. So, I must then use the goals that I scored, multiply that by 1,000, and buy a player off of the market for that amount of money and add them to the team. So, for example, let's say I win a game 3-1. So, I would then go onto the market as such. So, I won a game 3-1. That would mean I would have to go for NHL, any level, it doesn't really matter. We're going to type in a buy now maximum of 3,000 pucks and a buy now minimum, I guess, of 29.50, just because we can get it up there so we can limit our search. We do that, and then obviously since the game was 3-1, we have to go for the 31st person on the, so it'll probably be the first person on the third page. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that's what I thought. There's 10 people in there, so we got to go with the first person on the third page, and that would be Gabriel Landeskog, which would be a really good pickup in my opinion for 3K. So we would have to go buy now Gabriel Landeskog and add him to our team, and that's pretty much how HUT Payday is going to work. For every amount of goals I score, multiply that by 1,000, and then we buy a player off the market, add them to our team, and it keeps continuing from there. But it's just not as simple as that, my friends. Here's the really in-depth rules of this idea, and that's where it's going to get really interesting. So I might put all these rules in the description, so take a look down below. If not, I'll probably put some nice little pictures on the screen. So if I can maintain a winning streak, that payday will be multiplied by the winning streak we're on. So if we get on a 2-game winning streak and we win the game again 3-1, take 3K, multiply it by 2, and we do the exact same thing. We search for a player, this time worth 6K. However, if we lose a game on a winning streak of 2 or more, we're only going to get the payday for that amount of goals. So we don't get a multiplier, we only get the amount payday for the amount of goals that we scored. So if we lose 2 games in a row, however, the payday is going to be halved. So if we win a game 3-1, we're only going to get a payday of 1.5K, and we get to spend that on another player. However, if we lose 3 games or more in a row, we're going to have to remove 1 bought player from our team permanently and replace them with a CHL player. This will continue to happen until I can get another win. So if we lose 3 games in a row with these CHL guys, I got to take off one of them and replace them with another lower overall CHL player. So I really don't want to do that. I'll probably be the top overall guy on this team I'll do it for, but that's how it's going to happen. Now, here's a cool little feature. If the game goes into overtime and ends in overtime, whatever minute the game ended at, that amount times, 1,000 pucks is going to be added to a pot, which then I can have a chance to claim at a later time. And now, as long as I am on a winning streak of 2 or more games, I can claim that overtime pot whenever I wish. So, if a game goes to shootouts, if we win the shootout, it just gets added to the win streak. If I lose in a shootout, it doesn't affect the payday. Now, if I can pull off any fancy deke in the shootout, as you guys know, I am a master of my deking skills. It's an automatic 5K bonus. Like I said, if you do something special in the workplace, hey, you get a bonus. So, since I suck at shootouts and dekes, 5K bonus for any amazing deke which I can pull off. And it must be amazing. And I will check with that for some feedback to see if it is an amazing deke or not. So, if I get a win in overtime, it's added to the win streak. Lose a game in overtime does not affect the payday whatsoever. Now, hat tricks. If any player on the team can manage to get a hat trick in any game whatsoever, any game, no matter if it's a win or a loss, we are allowed to purchase another player 3 times the amount we paid for that player that got the hat trick. And this rule does not relate to the actual payday for the game. It's a separate idea all in of itself. So, like I said, if we bought that Gabriel Landeskog for 3K and he managed to get a hat trick, that means we will get to automatically spend 9K buying out on another player on the market, not even related to the game if we get a win or a loss. So, that's good if we can manage to get a player a hat trick. Now, the 5-game winning streak is what we're going to be aiming for in this business. If the team can get to a 5-game winning streak, we will get the first promotion, which will be 25K. We can then purchase any special card, which will be HUT Live, Hockey Fights Cancer, Winter Classic, etc. off the market for that amount. So we can choose whatever one, and like I said, this one also does not relate to the actual payday whatsoever. So for every 5-game winning streak we get, in addition to that, the promotion will increase by 25K. So once the first promotion goes by, say we get the promotion, we lose a game, and we have to start over again, the next promotion that we will get will automatically be 50K. So it's going to keep rising. We're going to keep spending pucks. I have enough pucks, as you guys can tell, from 1 million pucks. So there's will be no problem with that. Any win, we're going to be searching by NHL. Any loss, we have to search by all. So we could get risking paying a lot of money for a low-level employee, if you will. And like I said, the player will be selected by the score of the game that is read left to right. So like I said, 30-31, we will search for the 31st player, which will be the first player on page number 3. So it's a lot of information. I know you guys have, I gave you a lot of stuff to remember there. If you have any suggestions, feel free to leave it in the comment section down below. It's a lot of information to go through. But without further ado, there's only one really good way to show you guys how this works. Without me explaining it, let's just jump right into it. Let's go with Hockey Ultimate Team Payday, the first episode. Let's get into the highlights of the first game. Alright guys, so here we go. The first game of HUT Payday going against a Montreal Canadiens fan known as Sudbury Rock. So here we go. The Winter Classic Arena. We're all good to go. We're ready to get this series started underway with our CHL scrubs. Ref, drop that damn puck. Here we go. First episode, first game of HUT Payday. So here we go. Steal the puck here. Vayu's going to take this puck. Do a little nice cut there. Over to Broadhurst. Over to Fournier. But get absolutely denied by his freaking goalie. What a save. Thompson gets the rebound shot, but blocked away by his goalie once again. Takes a penalty here. We're working around in the zone, working it around. Roosh tries to go for another cross crease, but unfortunately he missed the damn puck. So my guy gets killed there. Sweep. Bill Cosby's favorite player, zippity sweep, the zippity doo, baby. So here he goes going in. Tries for a little backhand 5-hole shot. Not going to go. 5-on-3 power play now. Thompson's going to take this puck into the zone, work it around a little bit. Cross crease over to Broadhurst. And there's the first goal of the series, everybody. It's time to get paid. That is what I'm talking about. First goal on a 5-on-3 power play. We're starting out the series right. Alex Broadhurst gets his first goal for the payday. And that's automatically puts 1,000 pucks into the bank. So here we go. A little bit up here. Steele makes a bad thing. Thompson gets caught in like no man's land. I switch to Lanigan, and this guy puts it in on his very first shot on net to make it a 1-1 game. So unfortunately for there, couldn't stop it. All right, going back around again. Little Saucer passed up to Sweep. This guy is absolutely amazing. Sweep over cross crease over to Alcock, and Alcock's going to put this one right in your cock and right in the net. So Alcock gets this one cross creaser from Sweep. Cody Alcock, second goal, and that would do it for the first period. 8-2, 8-1 on shots. He only has one shot in that, completely dominating this guy in the face-off circle. So there goes the Skype. I don't know why that's going off, but this guy do a little fast fight here. Punch, punch, punch. Zod, 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 Zod. Punching, kicking, biting his ankles off. There you go. Kicks his ass. Fournier kicks his butt. Out of the box again. Fournier does a nice little toe drag move. Gets it through. Broadhurst again going to try to do far side, but his goalie makes the stop. Steele gets his puck back on defense. Loses it a little bit. Gets it right back. Taking it back into the zone. Cuts off to the left a little bit. Working it. Cross crease over to Kupsov. Kupsov puts that one in the net for a 3-1 lead. Another cross crease goal. That's pretty much all how we were scoring this entire game. So Kupsov gets that one in. Sergei Kupsov, and that would do it for the second period. 3-1 lead. He only had one shot in that second period. Still completely dominating him in every aspect whatsoever. Hope you guys are liking the good old YHL music if you remember that. But oh, there you go. Sweep over to Kupsov. Kupsov trying to feed Sweep. Going across to the other side of goalie. Desperation save once again. What a great save. So here we go. Steals it up there. Broadhurst. Back. That was a nice pass. Broadhurst gets one shot at it. Okay, he's going to get another one. And, oh, JK. Goalie makes that stop again. Bolden. Oh, gets it over to Lee Stepniak. Oh, Broadhurst. Third time's a charm, right? JK. Just going to miss it again. So his goalie makes three amazing stops right there. One more time left in the third period. I think Petko gets that one. Petko working around it. Petachico or something like that. Works it around the front of the net. Doesn't go through, but that would be the game. The payday. That's how the first game would end, with a 3-1 victory over this Montreal fan. Working it over into the stats, as you guys can see, 28-6 on shots. Time and attack almost tripled. Power play 1 for 5. I took a lot of penalties in this game for some odd reason. He didn't win a single face-off. All 28 face-offs go to me, and that's how it would do it. And now, since how that game ended, we're going to be going on the market and buying a player. So we're going to set our buy now maximum at $3K and our buy now minimum at $29.50, and we're going to be going for the 13th player, which would be the third person on page number 2. Hopefully it's a good player, but unfortunately it would be the only non-rare gold player out of all these guys, and unfortunately we're going to have to purchase Patrick Eves. But I mean, it's okay. It's okay. We'll be getting better players as the series goes on. But Patrick Eves is going to be our new first line right winger. Gonna make some changes around here on the first line, and hopefully we can maybe continue it here. Maybe get a little bit more better stats going, as Patrick Eves will be our new first line right winger. Make some changes around here. Switch out the goalie. Take out Lanigan. Put in Hewitt for the next game of this series. Doing some more switches here. Patrick Eves going to the first line, moving that Fournier down to the second. And here we go. Off to the second game now. Taking on QCAS 30, I guess. And here's the highlights of the first period. Yep, hope you didn't miss that. Nothing happened in the first period of this game. Completely boring. So Maho's going to take this one over to Zibbity-Doobity-Da. Sweep, working it around the front of the net. Cross crease over to Karenin. And that's how it's going to be done. This guy, Sweep, is an enforcer, but he's acting like a goddamn playmaker out there. He's freaking amazing. So Juho Karenin gets that one in. 1-0 lead for us. A nice block there off by the defense. Schumacher takes that shot just wide of the net. Working it in here again. Cross creaser over to Schumacher again. Tried to go for the backhand, forehand, 5-hole, didn't go through. That pretty much was it for the second period. This game really didn't have that many highlights in it, except for the third period. Working it in here in the zone. Steele's going to take that over to Sweep. Sweep shot, but another good save by his goalie right here. And going to be working around here. Big hit over there in the corner hand, but then we couldn't get it out of the zone. He takes a slap shot from the slot. That's a goal. 1-1 tie in the third. So working it in here in the third. Patrick Eves gets a breakaway backhand, forehand, but oh my god, another desperation save by the goalie, and that would be it for the third period. We're going to overtime, so the second game of this series, we're going to overtime, and we get bullshitted here. Does a little one-touch deke. I stick lift him. He still manages to get the puck. Cross crease, 5-hole goal on my goalie, and that's how it would end. So unfortunately, we do not get the win here in game number 2 as Zolwiski, or whatever the heck his name is, Gonna put this puck in the net. Unfortunately, we get upset in game number 2. Kind of series of unfortunate events. Like I said, he doesn't get the best shot off, but he gets a cross crease. It goes 5-hole, but that does add 3K to our overtime pot. So, like I said, when we get a 2-game win streak, we can claim that overtime pot anytime we wish. But now we're going to go onto the market again. Going to buy now minimum a player for $950, buy now maximum of 1,000 pucks, and we're going to go for the I think the 21st player. Or actually, no, yeah, we're going for the 21st player, which would be the first player on page number 3, and that's going to be David Perron we pick up. So that was a pretty good pickup for 1,000 pucks. David Perron gets added to our team, and now we have a new first line left winger. So that's going to basically do it for our first episode of HUT Payday, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this episode. Like I said, if you have any comments or any more rule changes you guys want to implement onto this series, make sure you leave it in the comments. But other than that, leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe as always. Like I said, I took a lot of time editing this, and hope you guys really enjoy it, and I really hope to bring you more of this series in the future, because like I said, I do have a lot of pucks. I want to use them in a really fun and entertaining way, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this first episode of HUT Payday. Thanks for watching, and in the next episode we will continue with some more games, buying some more players, and maybe some new rule changes. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Catch you later. Cha-ching!